my god. We're leaning like crazy as well.
After enjoying a wonderful day on Vulcano, hiking up to the volcano crater, the forecast called for winds blowing in the mid to high 30s. The Aeolian Islands can be a little dangerous in high winds due to the wind acceleration zones created by the volcanoes. We had 24 hours to escape the wind, and we had two options, mainland Italy and northeast Sicily. However, the wind was going to be against us, so it was going to be a bit of a challenge.
Your first day of being healthy, Gavin? What have you done? Made a face with my breakfast.
I'm pretty hungry already.
Not gonna need that today, are we?
You never know.
So we have two options, as we said before, Scilla, which is 40 nautical miles from here, and as well Spadafora, which is about 25, and it's in a more wind direction friendly sort of area for us, but we're gonna try and be into it and get to Scilla, because that would be more progress and it would be a really great spot. But waiting for the tide and wind to go through the Messina Strait is just north of it, so we'd be able to make the most of that. All the way from the UK to Italy, so through different countries, UK, France, Spain, Gibraltar, Portugal, any country. The radio is used occasionally for emergencies, for securities, like announcements, Coast Guard, communication, and all sorts, right? So you maybe hear it 3 times a day going off, a bit more often if you are near a weather station. As soon as we arrived in Italy, it's constant chatter. There's people putting music on, there's all sorts of oil rigs communicating on 16 for some reason. All the Coast Guards, like, they're having a chat about best wishes, good hugs and good wishes. What? I mean, if we were ever in any sort of emergency, I doubt anyone would ever hear us, because it's constant chatter. Oh, Italians. It was a grey, rainy day and the wind died early on, so we put the engine on, hid under the bimini and listened to some podcasts, which was quite relaxing.
What we got?
So as our first healthy meal, we have boiled barley, tomatoes, olives, and half a mozzarella each, and it's got oil and salt on top.
So we're going to go in and anchor over here, I think. The strong winds are going to blast up this way. According to the forecast that we use, which is normally reasonably accurate, this area itself shouldn't be getting too much wind because it's protected by the winds on the other side of the Messina Strait, which is just around here. And then that should put us in a really good position on Tuesday to go through the strait. It's only like a couple of hours, and then we'll be out on the other side, and hopefully there'll be wind and we can carry on sailing again.
Just as we started approaching the anchorage, a couple of nautical miles off, the wind really built, and we have about 35 knots on the nose, coming exactly from where we're going to anchor, which was completely unexpected. It's completely against the forecast, so we're a little bit nervous about the next few days, because I think it was meant to be gusting 15 now, and it's more than double that. So God knows what's gonna happen in the next couple of days when it's meant to gust up to 35. But we've looked at our options and we really don't have any other options. The anchorage where we were hoping to get Scilla is apparently affected by the Messina Strait current, which means being beam on to the current, which means we don't fancy 2.5 days of that. So yeah, looks like just gonna ride another heavy wind storm at anchor.
Same as last time we anchored in strong winds, I think we'll need to leave a bit of forwards on.
Yeah, I agree.
Flying back.
Yeah.
I'll try and just dump it all and get the bridle on the way. Right, I'm going to go up. So just a very clear drop. Okay?
Oh, it's gusty. Yeah, 36 knots. All right, drop! Gust. Oh no, don't fly! Stay with me. There we are. Okay. We're beam on at the moment, which is not ideal, but that's the problem when you anchor in high winds. You go straight into the wind, and as soon as you slow down, the bow is pushed away from the wind, and you end up beam on. But we're turning back round now. Here we go. Big gust should put us back into place. At least the sea is kind of flat. It's okay.
Okay, chauffeur, how many people on board now?
How are you feeling about the situation?
Well, we're anchored and it's comfortable. The anchor went down fine and seems to have bitten in pretty well. We're not putting any reverse on the engine because I don't want to put extra strain because it's gusting up to 40 knots, but the fact that it's gusting so high today when it wasn't really supposed to be any wind today makes me a bit nervous. Like when we were in Villasimius as well, the wind was stronger than forecast pretty much
Like 20
all
knots,
the
right?
time. Yeah. I don't know, I was kind of hoping that we get some stuff done in the next couple of days rather than just sit looking at the chart plotter, making sure everything's okay and whatever. You can't really fully relax when it's really strong winds. This season in the Med it's always been worse than forecast, I think, so yeah, might be in for a rough ride. Is it movie time on Skua?
Yeah, first day of being healthy, and after that anchoring, we feel like a movie and popcorn.
Are we going to watch Bridge of Spies?
Oh, possibly. It's a shame it looks so green because this is a pretty cool, interesting place, because we are in sight of both Sicily and mainland Italy. So this low line finger of land is Sicily, and the mountains in the background are mainland Italy, and between them two is the Strait of Messina, which we're going to cross in a few days if we're lucky. We are desperately trying to get a bit more energy out of the panel because it's a very, very cloudy day after a very cloudy day yesterday. We need to work and edit and use wow, charge our stuff.
It's like being back in Gibraltar.
Yeah. But we can't use the engine, can we?
If we get desperate, maybe for an hour or so, but
That's the thing.
ideally not.
Yeah, we're out, not out of diesel, but
We just need to use it for moving.
yeah, we need to go through the Messina Strait, and there's no fuel docks really.
Not for a while.
That was 49, wasn't it? Seems like we have a lovely night ahead of us. We were just about to settle in on the sofa, and a huge gust almost pushed us over. There were all sorts of things going around on the boat and fell over. And we just switched on the instruments, and we were getting about 45 to 49 knot gusts. What's this? 41. Oh. It's been at least 24 hours of this now, probably more, yeah. And we know it's going to be like that tomorrow as well, and we're a bit fed up with it, to be completely honest with you. Kind of wish we could have gone to a marina for this, but the closest one is in Reggio Calabria, and it was 120 euros a night. So I don't think, even if we weren't on a budget, I don't think I'd agree to paying such a silly amount. It's more than a 5-star hotel. It makes no sense. 57. Oh my god. We're leaning like crazy as well.
are being lifted by the wind. It's unreal.
This is pretty much the only comfy spot on the boat. Ryan likes to be in the quarter berth. I like to be on the sea berth, and it's one of those days where I could do with having a normal house and not a floating one, but what you gotta do? Make the most of it and dry your underpants.
Well, today's a lot nicer. We're still being blasted, but we have really good visibility. It's quite nice in between gusts to hang out in the cockpit, and the water is pretty nice.
Thanks for watching. Like our channel? Then subscribe or become a patron for as little as $1 per month. Tune in next Monday to watch us sail through the Messina Strait.